Hi everyone. I want to just move that out of the way. Drop in here for a moment to speak about this light. So, excuse me. This new light, it's very, very exquisite. And hello Paula. I want to talk to you about what to do with it, but what to do with it is a bit of an oxymoron. So we are in this new time. So we've been watching the dissolution of the matrix, and it was very much defragged and just the last of it easing out or ready to go. Hi, Jamie. In the ethers, it's been showing up to me as being highly depixelated or pixelated and defragged, and it's really completely gone now, that 3D matrix sitting in the ethers, and we're just waiting. We're not waiting, but we will be observing that showing up more in our sort of physical world. So this new light, this illuminating light, it shows up as like crystal rain. And I was thinking, how could I show you? And so I was thinking, well, if I do this kind of gives you an idea of how it looks to me. And it looks that kind of dense as well. It's that close together. And that's how it shows up to me energetically. That's what it looks like. And so I want to encourage you to feel it, to allow it. The client I had this morning, I watched that coming into her crown. And so open up your field and do that. And I want you to observe it. So it's this idea of being so exceptionally present that you just receive it. You go into your own softness and you just allow it to come in. Just observe it. Allow it to fill you up and feel it. Feel this experience in your sensory body. How does it feel as it comes in? Does it carry a frequency? Does it carry heat? What is its temperature? What does it feel like? Really drop into feeling it without expectation. It feels to me that we're taken very much into the 0 point at the moment with this. We're in what you could call this, it shows up to me as a 3-day crossover. So some of us felt this come in a couple of days ago, and some people felt it come in yesterday, and some people will feel it come in today. So it's about allowing this exit. So I'm seeing this sort of involution. We go into ourselves. We come into our own 0 point and our own still point. And we watch it, observe it, feel it, get a sensory experience of it in our bodies, and just see what it does. See how it feels, and don't place anything on it. So don't have any expectations of it. Just be such the observer from that neutral point, in that neutral point. And then play with the energies going out this way and see what happens. So we're in this place where we can allow any residue that's left that doesn't serve us We can allow that to go, so we can instruct our body to release any old patterns, limitations, paradigms, conditions, any family history, lineages of karma that you have opted to deal with. Any of the, it shows up to me today as that there will be some people who are dealing with what I call intracellular residue. So imagine little bits of black pepper in between the cells. So it's to that extent that we're clearing out now. So exit all of these overlays from your mental mind, from your conscious reality, and just allow those things to move out. So some will already be in that place of experiencing their fifth plus dimensional world. Others will be moving back and forth from it. And some will be having an experience of not quite knowing what is happening yet. Yes, that's what I wrote. So I want you to really, in a way, it's like collapsing into yourself. That's how it looks. You're just coming in and diving down in here and just feeling in what needs to come, what needs to go. Allow it to go. Don't get caught up yet. Well, I'll come back in probably tomorrow and do something about our manifesting up. But yeah, just sit in it, just feel it, just experience it without judgment, without comparison, without needing to know, because it really feels like that. We're in this internal changeover, and we're having these ongoing, continual upgrades. There'll be this new tipping point or this other tipping point. There's a lot that's left now. So there is no interference left. So this is our responsible, organic timeline now. And so as we come into our filling up, our coming home to self, this will create a new tipping point. So we are now being held in protection mode. So how Gaia shows it to me is that there's been for quite a few years now, there's been millions and millions of beings from around the universe, and so they have been in observation mode. But when we had that, what Gaia called that interference action, they've now stepped into protection mode. So it's been this idea that we've had to be responsible for our own work, our own ascension, and we are, but we had that intervention. And so now that those craft are in protection mode, and so now we build this again in our own organic filling up ourselves, and we're just in this little beautiful bathing in this waterfall of crystal rain. That's how I see it. And so let's just be with it and watch and see what happens. We had hands holding us down, but yes, that's exactly, Sheridan. That's a lovely way that he's put that. Yeah, so that intervention now, that prevention of our ascension has now gone. So I know that maybe earlier in the month, time's so expanded, isn't it? I looked at something and I thought, I only spoke about that 2 days ago. We've just done so much, we've expanded so much, and time feels very expanded. We're very much moving in this quantum time space. And yeah, so what Gaia said a while ago is that one set of frequency interventions had been removed and there was one more set to go. So I didn't get any further information about what that was, but now we don't have any. So we're now really free to drop into our own amazing, original, divine blueprint at fifth dimensional level without interference. We can build our energy so that it shows up as we're building up this energy in our physical form, in our physical vessel, like the earth is building up again, and you could sort of see it as an internal solar light that's building up, that's creating pressure, and will move. So it's, sit and bathe and experience, and we will all learn, because we've not been in this energy before ever. This is all, I guess, part of the mystery is that, as I've been saying for a long time through Gaia, is that this is an experience that has never happened before. We have ascended to fifth dimension in other existences and in other planetary systems, but always by becoming our light body. And we are not leaving our physical body and becoming our light body in this case. That is my intel on it. We are transforming our physical body in carbon form into physical body in crystalline form, and we are taking our physical bodies through us in this ascension movement into our fifth dimensional world. And so that is why it's challenging, and we are doing it. That's why there's so much interest and observation, and now we have nothing standing in our way. So I just want to come and tell you that, and just feel into it. It can be very, for me, when I've been feeling into it, it's quiet. It takes me to stillness, and it's fine. It's exquisite. It has its own delicious energy. Yeah. Really makes me want to drop deeply into my own heart and to feel it from there. So I just invite you to do that and enjoy it. And if you don't see with your inner vision yet, then have a look at that. Well, this see it. This is how it sort of shows up, like crystal rain pouring down. All right, much love. Catch you soon. Thank you for coming. I'll just check and see if there's any any questions in here before I go. Hello, Paula. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Jules. Hello, Sheridan. Hello, Sweet CCNZ. Aloha. Kia ora koutou. Sheridan in Canada. Yeah, exactly. I think you're right, Sheridan, and many of us came here for that. And yes, that peaceful thing with my last client, that was the message that came through for her, was to be sitting in her own inner peace. So we're on the edges of this co-creation, this co-manifestation of our new earth. But right now we're in the resting point, just allowing the old to move out in its last format. And there will be people in different stages and phases with this. But it is amazing, and much love.